Well, most truly influential moments in history aren't things we can see at the time. For example, 50 years ago today, two men signed a few papers to start a new company that has been part of almost every American's life to one degree or another.
Yeah, we could go on and on.
Right.
One of those men, Steve Jobs, died 15 years ago. The other, Steve Wozniak, has spent the time since then being part of a major university here in the Piedmont Triad, giving students a glimpse there into what it takes to change the world, as you'll see in this evening's Buckley Report.
I knew exactly where I was going in life.
Steve Wozniak is an engineer who, to most people, seems more like a magician.
By 8th grade, I built a little computer adder subtractor, won the best electronics project in the Bay Area Science Fair.
As the innovator in residence at High Point University, for 14 years now, he's given sage advice to enthralled students taking notes on MacBooks.
Be excellent, not just good.
And talks to those young people whose parents were still kids when 50 years ago on April 1st, no kidding on that date, Wozniak and that other young Steve drew up these documents and signed them, creating Apple computers and change the world.
We wanted to someday use technology when it came closer to starting Apple. We wanted to use technology to make blind and sighted people more equal. And look how we've succeeded. Everywhere you go, look at a sidewalk. People are walking around bumping into everything.
Starting a revolutionary company was not in Wozniak's plan as a young man. He saw his future in engineering calculators like these as he worked for Hewlett-Packard. But then he and Steve Jobs began bonding over the music of Bob Dylan.
When Steve said we should start a company, I said I'll never risk my job at Hewlett-Packard. I was determined to be an engineer for life at Hewlett-Packard, designing hardware and software. And I would never move up the org chart. Why? I was anti-political from the Vietnam War days. I would never be political. I would never vote.
Woz had the kind of mind that looked at the room-sized computers of the 1960s and thought, what if this could sit on a desk and actually be fun? Though in this interview from 1984, even he undersold its potential.
Microcomputers really don't have a very strong place in the home, that the market will probably not be any greater percentage than the number of homes that used typewriters, which might have been 10%, might have been that low. I mean, we might have almost saturated that market of people that are going to buy microcomputers for their home.
Woz came around, though, when he created this machine, the Apple II, that he says changed the world by reminding us that sometimes the most revolutionary act is simply making something beautifully, generously usable.
You could look at a screen with a problem and you'd see a few words that would guide you. If you saw an icon that looked like a paintbrush, what would it do? It would paint. And it was such a simple, intuitive world. A human with a normal brain could actually use it. And those days are pretty much gone.
But innovation is what made Apple the most valuable company in the world for a while, with things like the iPod.
You get a jukebox for free. It's the best jukebox in the world.
And even then, the engineer in Wozniak saw the future, because when they started Apple in 1976,
the amount of memory that would hold one song cost close to $1 million. Do you think we foresaw carrying a little iPod with 1,000 songs in your pocket? No. There was a thing called Moore's Law that says on chips of silicon, you could put more and more on every year than the year before. And you could actually predict that in 40 years, we'll have a little chip with 500 movies on it. But you never know when Moore's Law is going to hit its physical limits of atom size.
Steve Wozniak helped shrink the distance between humans and machines, making the coldness of ones and zeros into something colorful, personal, and even a little mischievous.
Goes fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really
By the way, I'm the only person that's had an Apple paycheck every week since we started the company.
Like the man himself.
I'm still an employee.
Bob Buckley, Fox 8 News.
Wozniak told the students that if they have the opportunities to be parts of startup companies, they should take those opportunities. He also said that technology moves so fast, it's impossible to see where it's going 15 or 20 years down the road. So the best strategy is simply saying, what could we add to this company next year? And keep doing that year after year, and you'll find success will come.